And when students prepare with me, when they're in my college planning program, yes, I help them prepare for the medical school interview. The interview is a very big part of getting into the accelerated programs, even the 8-year programs, because they want to see you and meet you and make sure that you have the qualities they look for in their medical students. One of the most significant aspects of that interview is making sure they have students that have a true, amazing dedication and passion, interest for the human body, for molecular biology, for medicine. They don't just want students that want to be a doctor for the title, want to be a physician, or want to help people, because you can help people in many ways. As a matter of fact, one of the questions I prepare students for on the interview is they will say, why do you want to become a doctor? They don't want to hear because I wanted to be a doctor since I was in 4th grade, or because I wanted to, or because I want to help people. You could help people becoming a florist, an accountant. They want to see because I absolutely have a passion for the human body. I want to be on the forefront. I want to be a leader in medicine. I want to make big decisions. I want to have a huge impact. And they see a demonstrated clear interest through the classes the student has taken, through the mastery of those classes, AP Bio, AP Chem, AP Bio test, AP Chem test, through their internships, the way they spent their summers going to medical programs in the summer, doing amazing things in the summer that really show that how much they want to learn and dedicate their time to research. They can see this student, to dedicate their summertime to the medical field, especially if I prepare my students to give them knowledge of the current events in the medical field. The medical interviewers love to see students that are on top of their game, know the current issues in the field. These are the students they want in their programs. Yes, so part of my program, I help students prepare for those interviews. And the earlier students start with me, I am able to help them start to prepare themselves for those interviews early and go in with a running start and showing a clear track record, a clear demonstration of the readiness to enter a rigorous and accelerated medical program. That's a great question. So it's a two-part answer as well. So for some programs like accelerated medical programs, it is a necessity to get at least one letter from a math or science teacher. In general, it is not a requirement. It is a good thing to get at least one letter, if possible, from a teacher that's aligned with your subject area that can attest to your academic aptitude in that area. But it is not by any means a necessity, and it is not by any means always beneficial. As a matter of fact, it is sometimes superbly beneficial to get a letter outside your major area. There was the Emory University in Georgia, one of the top schools in the country in many programs. The admissions officers, one of them, I heard from, he said that they were between two students, equal students of biology majors. One student had a recommendation letter from a French teacher. And that was just impressive to the admissions officer. That shows a student's well-roundedness. So I always urge my students in my program to try to get a letter from outside their major area, because it shows amazing depth, amazing well-roundedness, and an amazing ability to succeed and relate in all areas. It shows a college amazing things. To give some context into this, the College Board a few years ago stopped something called the SAT subject test. And the SAT subject test used to be a great way for, let's say, a business student to submit a chemistry subject test to show their well-roundedness and aptitude in certain areas. And those don't exist anymore. And a lot of colleges don't always ask for or see your AP test results right away. And so the recommendation letter from a teacher outside your major area shows an amazing demonstration of well-roundedness, your ability to be versatile in your academic abilities, and your academic versatility in general is an amazing thing to demonstrate. So it is, I can't tell you, I had students applying to computer science programs, getting to Carnegie Mellon, getting a recommendation letter from an AP Lang teacher. That is some of the things that get them over the top, because that shows that they're not somebody that's very circumscribed to one area in their knowledge or interest. So it definitely is, especially if they go to a high-level, high-functioning high school. It's amazing, competitive high school. So I hope that answers your question, and that is a great question I get all the time. And was one of the secrets of college admissions to try to diversify your rec letters, and especially try to get them outside your major area.
Thank you so much, Mr. Buff.
Often are asking me those same questions. They said the students that get into the top business programs, NYU Stern, Wharton School at UPenn, what are some qualities you see, Mr. Buff? And I say it's great when we work on their essay. The qualities we try to highlight is that we show they have such a long and really storied track record in business. One of my students from a few years ago who got into NYU Stern, he was right on the cusp with his scores, his grades when he came to me, but he had done a drop shipping business. He really could see, you could see through his business, he had met with vendors, he had done so many amazing things, worked with local store owners, he had done so many things to be involved in the business community locally. Again, having his own business, helping other people start their businesses, working with other business owners. He was so passionate about entrepreneurship and business. It just shined through in all of his activities, everything he did. And we made sure his essay showed those things. His recommendation letters backed that up. And that's what put him over the edge, I think, and that's what colleges, business schools like to see. That you really are not just want to go into business, you really have a true interest in business. In your free time, you read the Wall Street Journal, you read different magazines about stocks, you really try to study index funds. They really like students that come in. Business programs are very collaborative. You're with the same cohort for 4 years, and that's what they like to see. So when I help students with their business applications, we help highlight qualities that show that track record of a passion about business and really involvement in the business community in their towns, and that they are coming in with a strong foundation of how the business principles. For instance, the University of Michigan has an essay where they ask students to apply basic business principles to a problem in their community. They want to see the students are coming in with a little bit of a running start on understanding the basics of business, supply and demand, profit margins, things like that. And I help students highlight these qualities in their essay.